See if anybody shows up. Let's fix this. Try to fix that. What's up, Gearhead? My phone going for the comments. Hold on, I'm about to show you, man. I want to try to get. Okay, let's get this off. All right. So I was saying earlier that I went to Home Depot and man, they do this deal a lot, but I've had the DeWalt half-inch impact for a while, and it's a good impact, and I've been using it. But I was switching over to Milwaukee. Well, they got the little thing here. You buy the 2 4-amp-hour battery kit. Now I don't need the charger or anything, but this is what I decided to do was buy that. And when you buy that, you get what's up, Billy? When you buy that, you get the 5-amp-hour battery free. They have a bunch of other stuff you can get free too. Let's see. They don't have it on here. They have a bunch of other stuff you can buy. When you buy that kit, you can get a tool for free. You can get all kinds of stuff for free. I don't know exactly what all the tools were because once I seen you could get the 5-amp-hour battery. So essentially what you was getting was a charger, 2 4-amp-hour batteries, and a 5-amp-hour batteries. I appreciate that, William. Yeah, man, I went and spent probably too much money, man. But I figured, these coupons at Harbor Freight, there's some pretty good coupons. You can stack them all, which is what I like. But what I was saying was you can buy that $199.99, and then you can get either a bare tool, and they have a list of bare tools you can get. But the tools that they have, I really wasn't interested in the tools. So I got the 5-amp-hour battery for free. So essentially you're getting 2 4-amp-hour batteries. You're getting the charger, and you're getting the 5-amp-hour battery. And that comes at $199.99. And then I went ahead and bought the half-inch bare tool impact for $249. So for $450 plus tax, you're getting 3 batteries and a charger. So you're basically getting the kit, and instead of 2 5-amp-hour batteries, you're getting instead of 2 5-amp-hour batteries, you're getting 2 4-amp-hour batteries and 1 5-amp-hour battery, minus the hard case that I don't never use anyway. Now they do give you a bag with this kit. If you like bags, I don't use the bags either. Appreciate that, Joshua. He retracted it. That's all right, dude. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, man. So for $450 for the price of the kit, the normal kit, which is anywhere between $450 to $500 plus, you're getting 2 5-amp-hour batteries, a charger, a hard case, and the fuel half-inch impact. Now this isn't the one with the 1 key. They didn't have the one with the 1 key. I would have spent the extra money to get that one, but I wanted to get it, man. I've been wanting to get it. So now I'm just going to get rid of my DeWalt. I have this now, and I feel like that the Milwaukee half-inch, I feel like it's a better impact. Is it better, concerning you're spending an extra $200 on a kit versus DeWalt? I don't know, man, but I think that Milwaukee, look at the way they're going. Look at their innovation with their cordless line. Nobody's matching them. Nobody's matching them. Get the boot for it. I am going to get the boot for it. I was going to order that on Amazon here probably tonight or tomorrow. He said 1 key is excellent. The half-inch is amazing. I've used a half-inch Milwaukee before. And it is. It's. The power you're getting for a cordless impact. It's unbelievable. Like if 10 years ago, man, I never would imagine. You were looking at something like a Bauer half-inch impact 10 years ago, top of the line. And I haven't used that Bauer half-inch impact, but I'm just saying foot-pound wise. And they didn't last. But now, man, I mean, they're unbelievable. I could take them anywhere. You take a couple batteries, you can do any job. Any job. What's going on, Felix? Let me get back to my phone. It's hard to read the comments. No, thanks. What's going on, 410 Auto Tech? JD Tech said they come a long way. They have come a long way, man. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, when you look at the ability, and I mean, now they're cordless jackhammers. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's a good time to be alive to use tools, man. It's a really good time to be alive. Joshua said he's not sure how he retracted it. I don't know how you did either, man. He said he likes my videos, and then it said Joshua retracted the message. I appreciate it though, bro. I really do. What's going on? TWIZ1975CJ5. What's up, brother? But yeah, I mean, there's some good deals at Milwaukee or at Home Depot on Milwaukee during the Black Friday times. Maybe there would have been a better deal, but I seen that and I was like, I was wanting to buy the 1/2-inch impact anyway. And to be able to get 3 batteries, so you're essentially paying $60 a battery and $20 for a charger, which is a pretty good deal, man. It's a really good deal. And $250 for this, it's a great deal. You're getting Milwaukee's warranty, 5 years on the tool. You can't beat that. Dale Lucid says sale. I was talking about the Home Depot sale. I'll say it again. I'm sorry if you've been here, but I'm going to say it for guys that ain't been here. They have this. You get 2 4-amp-hour batteries. I'm trying to get you a better shot of it without all the light. 2 4-amp-hour batteries, a charger. They give you a bag with it for $199. When you buy it, they're going to let you pick a free tool, and they have a list of tools you can pick. But the tools that they had, there was no fuel tools, obviously. It was just all Milwaukee tools. And the regular Milwaukee tools are great for a lot of people. But they also had where you could get the 5-amp-hour M18 battery as for free when you buy that. So essentially you're paying $199 for 2 4-amp-hour batteries, a 5-amp-hour battery, a charger, and a bag if you're interested in the bags. So I was wanting to buy the 1/2-inch fuel impact, and they had that there for $250. And so with the $200, I'm looking at $450 plus tax. That's how much the regular kit is. And the kit for that, you normally get 2 5-amp-hour batteries, a charger, and a hard case. So basically I got, instead of the 2 5-amp-hours, I got a 5-amp-hour, 2 4-amp-hours instead of the 2 5-amp-hours. So I feel like that's a really good deal right now. What's going on, James? Smash that like for him, fellas. I appreciate that, Gearhead. So how's everybody doing this Friday night? I think it is an amazing deal, man. The $450, 5-year warranty on the tool. You're getting unbelievable power with this thing. You're getting Milwaukee, man. They're so far ahead of everybody else. It's unbelievable, man. It's really unbelievable how far ahead they are. I mean, you just look at the new system they released, and they've got cordless jackhammers, these big heavy-duty tools that people can use now cordless. It's my opinion and my prediction that cordless tools, man, will eventually replace a lot of gas-powered tools and a lot of corded tools and air tools. But, there's always going to be a need for that stuff. There's always going to be a need for that stuff. The question is, can they, sustain long use over a full work day where you don't have to have a million batteries on hand? And I think that they're headed that way. I really do. What's up, Jimmy? Happy Friday to you, brother. The fuel confusion. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the deal with the free tool with that kit, man, the tools would have been good for a lot of people, but I think getting the free 5 amp hour battery was the way to go for me. I agree, Billy. Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee is the way to go. And a lot of these, tool companies, if they're really serious about looking into the cordless market, man, they need to take a look at what Milwaukee's doing, because I mean they're killing it, man. And I'm not no fanboy or whatever people call it, whatever they say, but I am a man that tries to look for good tools at a good price. And if a tool's worth, $500 and it beats out the competition so bad to where I feel like that it's worth spending that $500, I have no problem spending that $500, which I did. This impact, I haven't used a lot of half-inch impacts, cordless. I've used the DeWalt, obviously. I've used that for a long time. That's actually a really good impact, and I feel like it's a great impact for anybody. Anybody could use that impact, and it's going to do anything you want it to do. The only bolt that I've had that couldn't take off, I was trying to take off a harmonic balancer bolt on an LS motor, and it wouldn't take it off. But once I heated it up, it's Loctite. Once I heated it up, it came right out. Now, I don't know. I would have liked to have tried it with some other half-inch cordless impacts to see if any other of them could have got it. That would have been a good test. Budweiser tonight. Yeah, Budweiser tonight, man. Girlfriend's at work, so shooting this real quick. And I posted the Harbor Freight video, and I got a lot of tools, some good tools. And I spent, $1,351. It's a lot of money, obviously. And, we're not looking at, if we was looking at quantity, I could have went and probably bought half the store for $1,351. But I was looking for quality tools that I feel like could be quality or that are quality for a decent price. I don't mind spending money on tools. I want to spend money on tools, but I don't want to spend too much on tools when there's a good option for a decent amount of money. And that's my whole thing with this channel. That's my whole thing is, can you spend somewhere in the middle where you don't have to go out and spend, $500 on a set of wrenches or whatever? Is there somewhere in the middle that you can spend your money and be able to get a lot of work done? And I think there is. Howie has 8 of the kits. They are outstanding. I'm not sure. You're talking about the Milwaukee kits, Howie? Maybe I can read back. Yeah, Gary, like I said, man, they're just so far ahead. They've been ahead of everybody else with the batteries even. They come out with these batteries, and they've been so far ahead of everybody else, and they have not relented, man. They just continue to just raise the bar, raise the bar, raise the bar. So until somebody else can match them, I feel like that Milwaukee is the way to go. I'm talking about for people that are going to be using their tools a bunch, for people that's professionals. I'm not talking about, if there's DIYers or whatever. If you want to go to a different route, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to go a different route and you're professional, there's nothing wrong with that to me. I hope it works out for you. I really do. I can only do what I feel is best for me. DK said the only cordless tool that he has is the DeWalt half-inch impact. It's a great impact, man. It's not here now. It's a great impact. Like I said, it's powerful. And I think I bought the kit. I bought it 4 years ago. I bought it a while ago, and it's lasted a long time. And I paid $330. And the only reason I bought that was because I looked at the Milwaukee, and I felt like that to pay the extra $200 wasn't worth it to buy the Milwaukee versus DeWalt. Now, this is the reason why now I think that the $200 extra is worth it, is because of the amount of tools you can get, because of the innovation that they keep just coming out with, because they never stop innovating. They never stop coming out with great, awesome, big, powerful tools. And I feel like DeWalt, they have some great cordless tools, but then they came out with the 60 volt line. And I felt like they wanted to make all their heavier duty tools 60 volt, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But now you got to invest in these 60 volt tools. And if you try to use their 20 volt or 60 volt batteries, and if you try to use their 20 volt batteries on it, they just drain out. I mean, if I put a 20 volt battery, matter of fact, I take that back. I don't even have a 20 volt battery here. I was wondering if I could put the 20 volt battery on the 60 volt DeWalt grinder. I can't even remember how that works. I've never tried it. If you know, leave that down in the comments. Because I've never tried it. I've always just used the 60 volt batteries because when I'm using the DeWalt grinder, now the Sawzall, I haven't used that much, but man, that grinder, I've used that quite a bit. And it does eat the batteries up. Now I have a 9 amp hour 60 volt battery, and I could use that for quite a while. I could get 20, 25, 30 minutes out of that using it grinding consistently. If I use a 6 amp hour, they run out. Now I've been able to work all day nonstop using just 2 6 amp hours and 1 9 amp hour 60 volt battery nonstop. You know, I'm obviously charging batteries and using batteries, charging batteries, using batteries. But I've been able to work nonstop with just 3 batteries. Justin Dow here. Happy Friday, Justin. I appreciate you, brother. I love Justin, man. He's a great guy, dude. I was telling them, Justin, I went out and got the Milwaukee. I'm going to tell Justin and some people that's new here. I was at Home Depot. They had this here. This is 2 4 amp hour Milwaukee batteries and a charger with a bag. And it costs $199, which by itself isn't, nothing to speak of. But what they're doing is they're allowing you to pick a bare tool, which is a lot of their, regular Milwaukee tools. And I didn't have any need for the bare tool. But what they did have also was that you could take this 5 amp hour battery with it. So essentially I was getting 2 4 amp hour batteries, a charger, a bag, and a 5 amp hour battery for $199. I felt like that was a great deal. So what I did is I went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought the 1/2-inch fuel impact to replace my DeWalt and the battery. So $450, the price of the regular kit that usually comes with 2 5 amp hour batteries, a charger, and a hard case. So for the price of the kit, I got 2 4 amp hour batteries, a 5 amp hour battery, a bag, and the impact, and a charger. So I felt like that was a great deal, and I went ahead and jumped on it. Hopefully hopefully they don't come out with a better deal on Black Friday, because I believe that those deals are just like pre-Black Friday, because I've been looking for the Home Depot and Lowe's Black Friday deals, and I haven't been able to find them. But they do have some pre-Black Friday deals. So I feel like that was a great deal. And if you're like thinking about buying something Milwaukee, you can get that, the 2 4 amp hour batteries, the charger, the bag, and you can pick a number of bare tools. I can't remember the bare tools. They're all brushed Milwaukee tools though. Or you can get the 5 amp hour battery if you're already in the Milwaukee platform. And that's what I've talked about before about Harbor Freight cordless tools. I like what they're doing. I like the direction they're going. But to be able to compete in the cordless tool market, I need to be able to use one battery and be able to have a whole bunch of tools that I can put that battery on. And, back when I did my video, they had 5 Hercules tools. And I felt like that for a professional. And I know, if you're a DIYer, that's fine. Or if you are a pro and you want to use Hercules, there's nothing wrong with it. But I felt like for a professional to invest in that and to not be able to use that on many tools, it's not smart, in my opinion. And I'm not saying you're dumb if you do it, obviously. Gearhead, I appreciate you stopping by, Gearhead. Thanks, brother. Have a good night, man. That's the last impact you'll ever have to buy. You're right. And the DeWalt, honestly, the DeWalt impact would have been the last impact I ever had to buy. I have seen one break down. I did see one break down and needed to be replaced. It was used for 4 or 5 years or something, and it didn't have the torque anymore. It was just done for. I'm sure the hammers probably wore down because, as a lot of when you're hitting the trigger, man, it's pounding them hammers. So eventually, anything like that's going to wear down eventually. But I feel like if you're not using this thing every day, all day, and they give you a 5-year warranty, it probably will be the last impact I ever had to buy. AI Adventures, man. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. He does a drone channel. AI Adventures does a drone channel where he reviews drones and everything. If you guys are into drones or anything like that, man, go check him out, because I have watched a few of his videos, because I'd like to buy a drone, and I will buy a drone soon. And so I'm obviously looking for people that know about drones, because I don't know much about it. But the reason I want to buy a drone is for, some footage when I'm doing videos, because, I would like to expand a little bit. I like to try to make this more like a show. That's the ultimate goal. And, I had the GoPro. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if somebody stole it or what, but I can't find it. So hopefully I don't have to rebuy that again, because it's so small. It's only this big. So maybe the cat got a hold of it or something. I don't know, but I can't find the thing nowhere. But those are great for, catching action. And when we was out riding dirt bikes, it looks great. It does. Still a month away. You talking about the Black Friday deals, Justin? Is that what he's talking about? James says his Hercules Impact removes lug nuts on his Jeep. That's all I need it for. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. If it does what you need it to do, then there's nothing wrong with it. I don't get into the whole dogging somebody out because they chose a different tool brand than me. I don't get into that, dude. Each man is going to do what he feels best for himself and for his family and for his finances at the time. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. I don't get into dogging anybody. I don't get into saying that, you're less than me because you buy Harbor Freight or anything like that. I don't get into that, dude, at all. And I don't understand why people do that, but each man's going to do what he does. Oh my God. Mark Frey says it burns when he pees. He wants to know why, bro. You probably got gonorrhea. You better check the girls you're messing with. Yeast infection. How he says he's got a yeast infection. You better get yourself checked out, brother. Stop messing around with them skeezers. Stephen Swift says, what's up, brother? I love how you speak for the common man. I am common, dude. I'm common. We're all common. In my opinion, dude, everybody's the same, dude. We're all men. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to feed our families. We're all trying to, we all obviously have a passion for tools or we wouldn't be here. We have a passion for working on cars or whatever it is you work on. So I don't get into the whole, dogging people out. Now, there's people, there's a few people, and I haven't blocked them or anything. And I've told people that I put as moderators, I don't want to block people just because they disagree with me. But there's people, it does get old. And I snap back at them sometimes. And there's people that are only here to hate. They're only here to dog me. They're only here because they're waiting on my downfall or whatever it is they're doing. And, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you have the time, to sit around and just hate like that. I don't have the time for it. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do something more. I'm constantly, I got a family. I got a lot of things going on, dude. I don't have time to hate on anybody. Everybody else has their own problems. You never know what somebody's going through. So I try not to, snap back like that because, they obviously have a problem. In my opinion, they obviously have a problem. They're just full of hate, man. And I wish that, that they would see that I'm not out to hurt nobody, dude. I'm really not. I'm not out to hurt nobody, man. Eric said haters gonna hate. They are gonna hate, dude, and that's just the nature of it, dude. And you know, the more people I get watching this channel, the more hate you get. It never ends. It just gets worse and worse and worse. It is more fun to laugh, and and like I said, I don't block nobody or anything because I want them to hang around. I want them to see, I want them to see like it's pointless. It's pointless. You're going to keep hating. You're going to keep hoping, and it's not going to happen, dude. I'm not going nowhere. I appreciate that, James. Man, not me. Maybe my wife. And I started a thing about Mark having burning when he pees down in the comments. That's funny, man. Have I seen anything new from the SEMA videos that have caught my eye? Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I haven't had a chance to watch many videos. I need to sit down and watch some. I watched Client Graphics live stream last night, man. He's a great guy. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, dude, go subscribe to him. He went out there. He's a good guy, dude. I mean, I feel a lot towards him. I feel like he's a good guy. Now, excuse me. I did catch a little bit of his live stream last night, and I think I caught a couple minutes of the Bears video, but I haven't had much time to check out any of the SEMA videos. I wanted to go to SEMA, and I was hoping I could go to SEMA, but it didn't work out with family and money and time and work and everything. It just didn't work out for me. Hopefully next year, maybe I can go. Joshua said he's wondering when Icon will release their screwdrivers. Dude, I don't know, man. When I talked to them before, they were supposed to send me some screwdrivers because I was like, I really want some screwdrivers. I love screwdrivers. Everybody loves screwdrivers. But I don't know if that's going to happen now, dude. So I'll know whenever everybody else knows or whenever if they send them to somebody else or whatever. But I'll get them eventually. I want to try them out. I love screwdrivers. I have a bunch of screwdrivers. Now, I'll tell you what. There's a set. I almost bought them today. There's a set of Pittsburgh screwdrivers. It's a full set, man. It's like $26. And I think it'd be great for a homeowner or something. It looked pretty cool. Came with a little stand, and I mean, it looked cool. I almost bought it. Now they had the Doyle screwdrivers too. I bought a couple of them, not today, but I bought a couple of them a couple weeks ago. And they also have a Doyle ratcheting screwdriver. Yeah, look, I almost bought that today because I'd like to try that out. I don't know why I didn't. It was only like $14. I don't know. I thought I threw it in a cart, but apparently I didn't. But the Icon screwdrivers, from what I've seen at SEMA, they look really similar to those Doyle screwdrivers, man. So hopefully they're, pretty decent. I don't know if the Doyle screwdrivers are good or not, but hopefully they're good. I was hoping they would come out with some screwdrivers. I think it's a good move that they come out with some screwdrivers. There's a few tools that they need to come out with, and they need to come out with, pretty quick if they want to, get in where they want to get in at. As far as basic hand tools goes, it's a start. You need to start there. You're obviously going to start with your core, but if you're trying to get pros and stuff to buy your tools, they've already got tools, man. They've already got wrenches. They've already got ratchets. They've already got sockets. So you might be able to catch some young guys buying them, or you might be able to catch some older guys that, haven't bought some great wrenches or whatever, but that's few and far in between, dude. Howie says, if Ingersoll Rand is going to make hand tools, they need to make them in the U.S. Ingersoll, bro, they, all their air tools come from China. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Mark said Icon should do USA screwdrivers. And I don't think they would have a problem doing USA screwdrivers because for a long time, a lot of screwdrivers were made in the U.S. and still – these Tekton screwdrivers, let's see if I can get you. They say USA, man. So
Even Tekton's making their screwdrivers in the USA. There's a lot of people that do make their screwdrivers in the USA, so that it may be cheap enough to where they should. And I think that if they are going to get in the professional market, they're going to have to offer some USA made tools, even if they are more expensive. It's just, people know. I know when I'm going in that if I'm going to buy some USA tools, that it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. But some people like only USA made tools, and that's their prerogative. You know, I actually, I just wrote Cornwell. I wrote Cornwell today or yesterday or something. I wrote them and asked them. I'd like to go up to they have a plant in Ohio. I can't remember where it's at in Ohio, but they have a plant in Ohio, and it's like 3 hours and 30 minutes from me. But I wrote them and asked them, dude, I'd like to go up there and check their plant out, and I'd like to do a video talking to them and do a video about how they make their tools. I think that'd be cool for them, cool for me, definitely, but I think it'd be good for them too. So I'd love to check that out. Justin's back on and off. He's got the kids tonight. I know how that is, brother. Hope you're having a good night, man. We was talking about the Icon screwdrivers, Justin. What do you think about them, man? No, it's not Mogador. Hold on. It's Wadsworth, Ohio. It's in Wadsworth, Ohio, and it's like 3 hours and 30 minutes from me. But I would drive up there. I think that'd be a great video. I think it'd be cool for me. It'd be cool for you guys. You know, I don't have any Cornwell stuff either. And there's no Cornwell people around here. I've never seen it. Well, maybe I have seen one Cornwell truck, but there's not many Cornwell trucks around here. So if you're going to get your tools, you know, out there, then obviously if you're going to go with that route where Snap-on and everybody else goes, then you're going to have a lot of tool trucks to take them to these shops. Just in a small area. I mean, just in a small area, there's a lot of automotive shops. You'd be surprised how many automotive shops there are in a small area. So if you're one driver, those drivers, they have to go to all these shops. So they go to all these shops, they give these guys tools on credit. And so they're constantly chasing their money down. They're constantly chasing their money down. And that eats up a lot of their time because a lot of people don't pay their tool bill, man. They'll switch jobs, quit jobs. They done racked up, you know, $1,000 in debt. Now the Snap-on man, Mac man, whatever, has to chase them around and try to get their tools back or get their money back or get their money, whatever the case may be. BSS Small Engines, what's going on, bro? Howie's in Madison, Indiana. They have a Cornwell here, do they? See, I don't even know. I seen that they was in Wadsworth, Ohio, and actually Coon Trucking gave me the idea about it. We were talking on the phone, and he was telling me that there was a Cornwell plant up here. He's like, man, you should try to go up there and check it out. So I'm going to take his advice, and I called him, or I didn't call him, I wrote him, but I don't know like if that's actually a plant or if it's just their office or what, but they haven't got back to me yet. Hopefully they do. iVenture said he thought they used debit card authentication and automatic payments. They do, bro, but people shut down their accounts. I mean, they do. Or some people go out there and just pay their tool bill weekly. You know, sometimes they don't do automatic payments. Or whenever they got the money, they'll go out there and make payments. But they trust me, man, if there's anybody on here that knows about these tool trucks, and man, or anybody that's ran a tool truck, they're going to tell you, dude, they're chasing money. That's their life. Chasing money, because you got to figure if you got 100 guys at these shops and they all owe you a $30 payment a week, $50 payment a week, or whatever, that's a lot of money. And then when you catch 5 of them that ain't paying, So you're having to service the other 95 that you were servicing, and you're having to try to run these dudes down. It's definitely they money. They definitely earn their money. Mark Frey says Cornwell ratchets and wrenches chrome flakes off easy. I don't know, dude. I've never used them. I honestly have never used many Cornwell tools, man. And I don't even know, like if they would agree to it, and obviously if I did go up there, I would, try to learn more about their company. But at this time, I don't know much about them, which is why I think it'd be good for people to, for it to get out there for people to learn about them. Darren said the only reps he's ever had issues with were both Matco dealers. I've heard people say they've had issues with different reps. And I think it just depends. Obviously it's going to depend on the person. It's going to depend where you're at. It's going to depend on what driver you have around, because the Matco guy around here is a good guy. The Mac guy around here is a good guy. But the Snap-on guy around here, there's been like 5 in the past couple years. And they can't ever keep them. For one, Snap-on will hire drivers to drive and sell their tools for them. While Matco and Mac Tools, these are guys that invested money, that took time and trying to be something. So they're actually invested in it. These other guys are hourly employees. There's a big difference. A big difference. Jimmy says, sound like a loan shark operation. It pretty much is. Because they know nobody can afford if you had to just use Snap-on tools, you can't afford to do that. You can't afford it unless they give you some type of payment. There's no way you can afford to spend $15,000 on tools to be able to do your job. So they'll let you keep making payments. And that's why these guys say upgrade, because what they're doing is they're going out and buying some cheap stuff, some middle grade stuff. They're using it until they can, afford to get the tool. And then they'll be paying on that tool. He said, how was SEMA? Was my lifted truck with low profile tires a hit? No, it wasn't a hit, man. They do know you have to have tools. I mean, you need tools. You have to have tools. And that's the whole thing, is these guys will buy tools and they'll get by with those tools for years. Like say if they buy a set of gear wrenches, they'll get by with them for 3-4 years or whatever. I'm just using that as an example. And then they'll be like, oh, I can finally upgrade. You probably don't have to upgrade, dude. What was wrong with the 3 or 4 years you use those gear wrenches? You don't have to upgrade. It's a status thing. Now you need to upgrade because now you got to feel like you're part of the automotive elite club or whatever, professional elite club, whatever the case may be, because those gear wrenches, ratchets, whatever, got you by for a long time. What's wrong with just keeping using those? You could keep using them. But, it is what it is. You want to buy them, then that's on you. I ain't got no problem with it. I don't tell nobody to buy anything or not buy anything. I just have an opinion. That's all I can give. Nova Snick asks, what's my thoughts on the Milwaukee M12 3/8 ratchet? Not sure if the fuel is worthwhile since he's not a pro. It's not worthwhile. This is the Milwaukee M12 brush ratchet. Dude, this will do anything you need it to do. This thing, I think I bought this like 2 years ago, and it'll do anything you need it to do. When it comes to a cordless ratchet, now I obviously bought, if you haven't seen the video of my Harbor Freight tool haul, I bought this. Man, these lights are sucking here. Or is this camera or something? But I bought this too to do a review on because you could probably just buy this, dude. if you only wanted a ratchet. Now, with that being said, if you want to expand, if you want to have a battery line you can buy a bunch of tools from, then obviously, dude, this is the way to go. I didn't buy the kit. I bought 2 of these batteries, 2 amp hour M12 batteries for $30 a piece. I bought a charger for $20. And then I bought this ratchet. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was cheaper than the kit. I don't care much about the kits because they throw in them hard cases. They throw in the bags. I don't care about those bags, dude, because these are going in my toolbox. Now, if you're the type of person that uses pack outs or anything else, then, you know, those pack outs look nice. I actually almost bought one tonight, but I know last year on Black Friday, Home Depot had the whole pack out set, man, for like $199. They look cool. Are they worth it? I don't know, man. I seen Craftsman pack outs and those look pretty good. Yeah, I mean, he said you can pick up the Harbor Freight for $99. Bro, I'm not gonna tell you, I haven't used it, but I've seen other reviews on it, dude. And if you're just using it at home, the torque and stuff on these, it don't matter, dude, because the speed. Now, what I know, the speed on these are a lot faster. But if you're just a home use guy, you don't care about speed, dude. You just care about getting what you need to get done with it. Caterpot asks, how has the automotive community react to your political beliefs? Are they shocked when you tell them you support Stalinist regimes? All right, bro. Obviously, there are some trolls in the comments. And you see 2 at the same time with the same comment. And those are people that make multiple accounts. There's no way 2 guys in the world in a matter of minutes are going to comment something about me being a communist. Get a life, dude. If all you got going on is sitting around commenting some crazy ignorant crap on YouTube, bro, I feel sorry for you. I really do, man. We'll see you later, buddy. We'll see you later, buddy. We'll see you later, buddy. Now, I don't care if people disagree on this channel, but that's obvious, ignorant, trolls. So I'm obviously going to block them. Got the 3/8 fuel off Amazon for $100. That'd be a good deal. Now the thing about the fuel, dude, when you look at this, that fuel is humongous compared to this. And I mean, that could be a good thing or a bad thing, but this actually isn't too bad. This will do. I mean, this will do what you need it to do. Now it does go through the batteries pretty quick. And I don't know how the fuel does, but that does go through the batteries pretty quick. It is crazy what people do, man. I mean, how bad is your life that, you're like, bro, I'm about to get on YouTube tonight and say some crazy crap. I feel bad for them guys, dude. I really do feel bad for them, man. It's sad, dude. What is the best tool for a startup tech? Bijan, I'm sorry, brother. I can't pronounce your name. I don't know what you mean by like best. You mean like best tool brand? I never used a Husky ratchet. Do best brand. I mean, it's just, to me, it's going to depend on what color you like. He asked what he thinks the best brand is for a starting auto tech. Because, I mean, like, there are some good, brands you can use, decent brands, Gear Wrench, Tectum, and, Icon. I think Icon be good for some of the tools they have. Obviously, if you've seen my, Icon Final Thoughts, I don't like them 3/8 flex head ratchets, and I don't. Now, the sockets, I may have been a little unfair on the sockets. They're chrome sockets. They shouldn't be that soft. But with that being said, man, I probably did abuse them a little bit. And, are they going to do what they're supposed to do? They did do what they were supposed to do. But I felt like for $35 and $40 that was a little bit much. And now I do like the $20 coupon for them. I would say get those with the $20 coupon. But like Gear Wrench, they have a lot of great tools, and you can get them for a decent price. You can check out Carlisle. There's a lot of different ways you can go. I think it's just going to depend on what feels right for you, what color you like, man. Sorry, I had a message. Young Gross said, "What's wrong with communism, bro? I don't know, dude. I don't get into that, dude. I don't care about none of that, bro. I'm here for tools. That's it. That's all I care about. This ain't a political channel. If you want to talk about politics, man, this is the wrong channel because I don't talk about politics." Knee Pros, great tools. Hazet tools, Weir ratchets. There's a lot of good tools, dude. There's a lot of good quality, decent price tools out there. And, it's hard to pick just like, oh, you need to ride with this brand. It's hard for me to do that. I can't do that, man. Now I seen like Ulsa Tools, they have, I did that review on those ratcheting wrenches. They had the 6-point ratcheting wrenches. And, those are different. We don't see the 6-point ratcheting wrenches much. Those are hard to use. They're hard to get on your bolt, and they have to line up perfect. So it is nice to have a little slop to get them on your bolt. And, they're different. There's something that's good to have too, but I don't like as far as just owning just a 6-point ratcheting wrench set. And what I mean by 6-point is on the box end, then I would say probably buy something else first and then have that. Do I have a sickle and a hammer? No, not on me, man. Is it better than U.S. General? What are you talking about? Tool cart, U.S. General, bro? That 5-drawer U.S. General tool cart, I haven't seen one better if that's what you're talking about. If you're new and you're looking for a tech cart or a tool cart to start off with, then, man, that 5-drawer U.S. General cart, man, I promise you, you would not be unhappy with that. The 4-drawer U.S. General cart, the thing's a little shaky. But the 5-drawer cart, you would not be unhappy with that. I guarantee it. DK says, just block the trolls. That's what I try not to block people, but some people do. He said, if he go only afford one ratchet, what ratchet should he buy? 3/8 or 1/2 inch? And you're obviously going to buy, I would say, man, that's hard to say. Now, a 3/8 ratchet, you have a bigger, selection of sockets you can get on there. But if you get into something big, then you're going to need a 1/2 inch ratchet. So that's hard to say just to buy one ratchet. But if you can afford two, man, buy a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch, skip the 1/4 inch. But if you can only afford one, you're going to be able to do more with a 3/8. But if you're trying to do anything on bigger bolts, bigger nuts, then you're not going to be able to do that with a 3/8. So I guess I would have to say probably 1/2 inch would probably be better to start off with. Now, if you have to do any small bolts or anything, then you're going to be screwed on that either which way. So you really need both, man. Darren asked if I'm in a Rust Belt. Yeah, I am, man. I'm in Ohio, close to Rust Belt Mechanic. I'm actually going to take this Icon box up and hang out with him in a couple weeks. John P said, just get Pittsburgh if you only afford one. You know, I used Pittsburgh 3/8 flex head ratchet for a couple years, and it never broke. Pittsburgh breaker bar, great breaker bar. I don't know about the sockets. Now, the regular Pittsburgh wrenches, those are going to break, dude. You can get by with them, but they're going to break, and they might round your bolts off. As you've seen, if you watch my wrench video, man, I had some an Allen socket or an Allen key in my vise, and I broke that Pittsburgh wrench. It didn't take me hardly no time at all to break that. A couple seconds of put any type of serious force on it. It broke. It's going to break. But with that being said, I mean, it's like $20 for a whole set or something, $25. Brands that are undersold Black Hawk. You know, I never used no Black Hawk, dude, but they are Proto, made by Proto. So I've never used them, though. Michael said nothing wrong with Harbor Freight tools. I don't think there is, dude. I mean, some of them ain't the best quality, but every tool has its place. I don't understand why people just absolutely hate, you know, a store or a tool brand. I don't get it, man. The Home Handyman says, Craftsman, 223-piece set, $100, under $100 right now. Good deal. It is a good deal. Felix has some Black Hawk pliers. Good stuff. Appreciate that, Mustang James. He said he just watched my Harbor Freight tool haul video. If you guys ain't seen it, man, I just posted it earlier tonight. Now, the reason I did this video was because of this Milwaukee deal at Home Depot. And I don't know if some of you guys are new and you haven't seen it. I'll go over that again real quick. Now, at Home Depot, they had these Milwaukee 2 4-amp-hour batteries with a charger for $199. And you get a bag with it. Now, as I said, I don't care about the bags, but they're offering, when you buy that for $199, they're offering you can get a bare tool for free, which they have some of the regular Milwaukee stuff that you can get. I didn't have any interest in none of that, but what I did have an interest in was you could get this for free, a 5-amp-hour M18 battery for free. So essentially you're getting 2 4-amp-hour batteries, a charger, a bag, and a 5-amp-hour battery for $199, which comes up to about $60 a battery, $65 a battery, give or take, plus a charger and a bag. So I've been thinking about upgrading, not so much upgrading, switching from my DeWalt 1/2-inch impact to a Milwaukee 1/2-inch impact. So what I did was pick that up, $199. I got 3 batteries, the charger, the bag, and I picked this up for $249. The bare 1/2-inch Milwaukee impact for $249, like I said. So with the 200, it's $449 plus tax. So you're basically paying the same price that you would pay for the kit with 2 5-amp-hour batteries. But instead of the 2 5-amp-hour batteries, you're getting 2 4-amp-hours, 1 5-amp-hour. And instead of the hard case, you're getting the bag. But as I said, I don't care about the bags or the hard case because I don't use them. The tools go in my toolbox. DK says that's a smoking deal. I think it's a pretty good deal, man. Jim Grady said tips on a good cheap plasma cutter. You know, honestly, dude, when I was there at Harbor Freight, I was trying to see if they had that titanium plasma cutter in stock because I was thinking about pulling the trigger on that for $749. but they don't have it. So I don't know, man. You know, I would have liked to have checked that out, and I would have liked to, you know, been able to give some good opinions on that. But if I'm going to check it out, I'm going to have to buy it at this point. So I will buy it eventually. I would have liked to check the Vulcan one out. I don't know. I know Vulcan will probably release one. I would like to check the Vulcan one out, but I don't know when that's coming. So I'll have to buy it whenever it comes out. What's up, Phil's Lawn Care? Phil with an F. What's up, brother? James said, thoughts on a 3-ton Daytona Jack? That 3-ton low-profile Daytona Jack, I've had it for 3 years, I think, dude, and it's a good Jack. It's just as good as any other Jack out there. And I think heck, when I got mine, I think I only paid like $159 or something. I mean, for the price, dude, it's as good as any Jack out there. He said, what sort of toolboxes or tool stores? If you watch my video where I did the 56-inch US General comparison to this, I used the 56-inch US General at work, but it's breaking down, dude. It's breaking down. As far as a cart goes, dude, I just have a homemade cart that I made there, and it just has some platforms on it, and all I do is throw a bunch of tools on there, and I use them. So it's actually got some big old tires I put on it. I just made out of stuff around there, and I use that to just throw tools on. The 56-inch box is breaking down, but I move that box a lot. I use that box a lot. So as far as like what box, you know, would I use at work, I would just prefer to buy the cheaper boxes, dude. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. I feel like that even though over time I'll have to replace that box, it's hard for me to come out and just spend $5,000, $6,000 on a box. Hold on a minute. I heard something outside. So like that's why I'm so interested in like say this icon box, because 3,200 with the 20% off coupon, yeah, that's pretty expensive. But 3,200 is better than $5,000-$6,000. Now, if I can buy this box and it's a lifetime box, if it's the only box I'll ever have to buy, like no matter what goes on, they're gonna fix this. When it comes to Snap-on stuff, you can find cheaper used boxes, but you're losing your warranty. Is that a big deal? Depends on you, I guess, dude. Everybody's going to do what they feel is best for themselves. They said pick up the AR. I don't know what it was, dude. There's a lot of raccoons and possums around here, but that sounded a little bigger, but I don't see nothing out there. B-Man19 said, what I think about the 1/2-inch impact wrench Bauer. Dude, I actually almost picked that up tonight because I did want to do a review on it, but I don't know. Now, this is the thing about the 1/2-inch Bauer. I don't know how long it's going to last. They claim that it does 450 foot-pounds of torque. That's not that much, bro, for a half-inch impact. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what are you going to use it for? 450 foot-pounds should theoretically be able to remove almost, any bolt you come across, but that's not the case. That's not the case at all. So the question is going to be like, how much money do you have? What are you going to use it for? And then, make your decision. If it was me, I don't know, dude. I haven't checked out the Bauer, but if it was me and you was looking at a Harbor Freight half-inch impact, I mean, I've seen good things about the Earthquake half-inch cordless impact, but that's quite a bit more. I mean, 100, not really much more. I mean, when you think about it, I can't remember how much the Bear tool is, $130 or something like that. There are 3 amp hour batteries, $30. So you're looking at 160. Then you got to buy a charger. So you're looking at 180. So for $50 more, you can get the Earthquake. I would say go with the Earthquake in that situation. What's up, Matt? Howie says it'll take a lug nut off a car, but not a truck. Jimmy Thomas says he forgot to ask if I got my email. I don't know, bro. I had to check again, man. I have to make sure. Yeah, he did. American Cosworth or Company's Worth said that AV did do a video about that half-inch Earthquake, and if I remember right, I think he said it was pretty decent. Bill's Lawn Care wants to know if Icon will make extended double boxed in ratcheting wrenches. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Now, when I was talking to them guys, they was talking about the tools they were going to be releasing here, and the only thing that I know they're going to be releasing is the screwdrivers, the impact sockets, and the tools they've already released. As far as anything else goes, I don't know. What do I think of the Icon 56-inch tool cabinet? Dude, it's a good cabinet. I mean, it's definitely high quality, but I mean, it's pricey, so it's hard for me to say, one way or the other. Is it worth the money? I mean, that's going to depend on how much you want to spend, I guess. I mean, me personally, I think it would depend on what I was doing. The 56-inch US General box is going to be good enough for majority of people, but this box, if you're spending $3,200, then I mean, you're never going to have to buy a box again. But a lot of people would never have to buy another box again if they bought the 56-inch US General. So I think it's going to depend on what you're using it for and how much money you want to spend. But I do like it. I think it's pretty high quality. It really is. Is it like Snap-on? I mean, yeah. I mean, as far as quality goes, it is like Snap-on. But I've only had it for a month. So will it last? I don't know. But I broke it down. I looked at the build quality. They didn't skimp on the build quality. I mean, they went all out on these. And I think they're really trying to go at the high-quality box market, the high-quality tool market. So I don't know. I mean, it does the same thing as a Snap-on, but a 56-inch US General does the same thing as a Snap-on too. It holds tools. When you start looking at if you had to use this box every day, if I'm beating it up, then is it going to last? We'll see, man. I can't really say right now. I've only had it a month. I don't know what happened to Yukon. I have no idea. They got Harbor Freight has so many different name brands going on, dude. I lose track. I don't know. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we're doing the good, better, best. I mean, I don't know. I lose track. Say for instance, like I said before, with the Chief, why you got Earthquake XT your best half-inch impact, things like that. But then come out with Chief as your best drill half-inch or your best half-inch drill, 3/8 air drills. Why not just make those Earthquake XT? I don't, it's too much for me. There's just too much going on. There's too many names. Just pick a few names and make this your best, your middle, your less, or however you want to do it. But it's just too many names for me. Over time, Phil said he wonders how people even break their boxes. Over time, dude, pulling drawers in and out, load it down, will wear them slides down. I mean, it's just ball bearings riding back and forth. Any type of part that's having a ride like that, it's just little balls, and they're going to wear down. So over time, your slides are going to wear down. That's the only thing really is going to go bad with a box, man. I mean, they could rust. They could break if you have them overweighted. But the only thing you're really going to have to worry about over time is your slides. What's up, Max? I like Max. Phil said Harbor Freight just came out with the plasma cutter by Titanium. I know I was actually gonna maybe buy it today when I went there, but they don't have one there. You guys hang tight for a second, man. Keep talking in the comments. I got to turn the heat on for a few minutes. It's going to get loud. I hate the cold, man. I'll only leave this on for a few minutes. I'll warm it up here a little bit. Max asked when I was starting the wedding series, man. I've already got the video. See, what I was going to do was I was going to try to use my GoPro to try to get some shots of the arc when I was doing it, but I don't know where my GoPro's at, dude. Like, either somebody stole it or the cat's got a hold of it or something. I don't know where it's at. So I'm going to have to just make it without it, and then I'll add stuff later, but I want to try to make them as good as possible. But I've already got it. It'll be out this weekend, dude. I mean, I've already got it done. It'll be out this weekend. Fine Graphics. Happy Friday, brother. From SEMA. I know. It's freezing here. Client Graphics went to SEMA. He did some good, he did a couple live streams. He posted a couple videos. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet. I'm going to. He's a great guy, man. I really like him. And I hope if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to him that you'll go check him out, man. He's a really good guy. I really like him. Billy says it's about 35 in his shop. Now, I'm actually going to insulate the roof here. I moved in this place. I moved in here a little over a year ago, and I came up with breakup and everything. So I really didn't have, much going on, but I moved in this place, and the walls were rotted out. Whoever had this garage before, I moved out like 3-4 truckloads of garbage and scrap out of here. So I've sheeted these walls. I put insulation up, and I'm actually going to insulate the roof, and I'm hoping that helps this winter. Because I hate having to, when I do videos, like I'll have to run this heater. Like last year, I would have to run the heater for about 20-30 minutes, and then I would get about 20-30 minutes of recording so I can start seeing my breath again. But it's been a lot better so far this year, but it hasn't been it's been about 25 here the lowest. So we'll see when it gets lower than that, but it's been a little better now that I've sheeted this and added some insulation. Maybe when I add the insulation to the roof, it'll be a little better, but I priced it out for me to do it myself. It'll be about $270. And, that's a lot of money to be invested in. This isn't my place. So it's a lot of money to be invested in something that's not mine. Coming in late, better than ever. I hope you're having a good Friday, bro. For you guys, let me turn this heat on. It's good enough. For you guys that just came in, I did this video because I went to Home Depot tonight. They had this little thing here. You buy this, it's got 2 4-amp-hour M18 batteries with a charger, and it comes with a little Milwaukee bag if that's important to you. But that's $199. And when you buy that list of Bear tools, you can get it for free. And the Bear tools they have are just regular Milwaukee tools. I really didn't have any interest in any of the tools, but what they did have was you could get the 5-amp-hour M18 battery for free. So essentially you're paying $199 for 2 4-amp-hours, a 5-amp-hour charger, and a bag. And I've been talking about switching to Milwaukee half-inch for my impact. So I went ahead and bought the Bear tool, $249. So that's $450 for 2 4-amp-hours, a 5-amp-hour charger, a bag, and a half-inch impact. The kit costs about $450 with 2 5-amp-hours. So I felt like that now was a good time for me to jump on that. I feel like it's a good deal. So if you're looking at Milwaukee, if you're thinking about getting into Milwaukee, with them giving out a Bear tool with these 2 batteries, I think it's a good deal, something to go look at right now. It is a torpedo heater. It's a Craftsman torpedo heater. I'm actually using my microphone I use. I don't know how good it sounds for you guys, but I'm actually using my shotgun mic, and it's supposed to cancel out a lot of noise from the back. I don't know how good it works with that heater on. I haven't checked it out, but I'll have to listen to it to see. But it is a Craftsman torpedo heater that I bought from Lowe's last year. It started back up this year. I did a review on it last year when I first started doing this channel, and I mean, it works good. And I was worried about starting back up this year, but started back up fine. Max Spice says he has that impact. I've used the impact, dude. It is good. My DeWalt half-inch impact is great. It's a great impact. The only reason that I switched was because I feel like Milwaukee just is constantly, they're just so far ahead, dude. They're constantly innovating. They're constantly adding things, whether it be to their M12 line, their M18 line. Now they got that whole new line that came out. I mean, big jackhammers. I mean, I feel like they're way ahead of the game, man. Way ahead of the game. Luxury Drift said he's using earbuds and he don't hear the heater. That's good to know. It is great to know. Gustavo, shout out from Kentucky. Appreciate you for stopping by, brother. Up in Ohio. It's cold here. I hate the winters, dude. Like I really want to move. Like I really want to move to a warmer climate. I really do. Neil from California. That, you know, I wouldn't mind living in California, dude. I really wouldn't. AG Tech 45 says he has a whole line of Milwaukee tools, you know, and he said, I love the impact. I know I love it, dude. I know this is a great quality tool. That's the thing about Milwaukee too. Like you have the confidence going in. You know, like I'm about to purchase a good tool. I'm about to purchase a tool company that is staying so far ahead, that is constantly innovating, that's constantly just making great quality tools. So, you know, going in, they give you a 5-year warranty. I mean, they're leaps and bounds ahead of everybody, man. And, you know, I'm not no fanboy or nothing like that, but I'm just speaking facts, man. American's a newcomer to the channel. I'm glad you decided to stick around, man. No, I'm not a veteran, bro. Not a veteran. I couldn't join I actually tried to join the Army. I couldn't join the Army for health reasons. I took the ASVAB test, but I couldn't. It's health reasons where I couldn't do it, bro. I wanted to. I would have. I still would do it. They just wouldn't accept me. M. Grady says warm clients are for wussies. Mark says McCallie started to show up. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to it, bro. I really wouldn't. Paris, Kentucky. Lived in Butler County for less than a year before moving to Texas. That's where I live, Butler County. No, he asked if I looked at Makita. I have looked at Makita, but I don't have any Makita. I wouldn't mind checking some Makita out though. It's hard, man. It's hard for me. I don't make like a whole bunch of money, you know. I have to pick something. And right now, as it stands, I can't afford to like just buy every tool and try them out. But I'm working on it, dude. I'm trying. Like I would love to check Makita out. 22 degrees. I don't know. Let's see what it is here. It's 28 here. It's cold out there. Definitely cold. James says, a good Friday for sure. Sitting in a shipping container, man cave, drinking Blue Moons and watching the stream. Hey, you know, I've seen them shipping containers and I've thought about buying some before because I think that would be a pretty cool little thing to like make you a little man cave or whatever. I think that would be pretty cool, man. He said it feels bad for me. It's not too bad, dude. I'm not from here. I moved up here for work, dude. There's a lot of industrial work up here. I mean, a lot of good work, but there's a lot of people that don't work, dude. There's a lot of crazy people around here. And that's like one thing I don't like about it. Now, there is a smaller town a little further out that I'll probably move to eventually that seems to have a little, better type of people in it. But there's a lot of people in this town. I'm like, how can you be, a grown man and not see these opportunities around here? I just don't get it, man. I mean, I'm talking about like there's countless good, great paying jobs in this area. People travel to come here to work, and like I don't get it. Like there's so many people, like I don't get it. They just don't want to work. Is it 22 degrees? Get a fat girl blanket and a bottle of whiskey and curl up in front of the fireplace. Enjoy it. Sound like a good night to me. They do work. They're internet trolls. You're probably. I don't know, dude. I don't get some of these guys, dude. I really don't, dude. I ain't trying to like. That's like I was talking to a dude. I'm like, I don't understand. Like he's here, but he's constantly like commenting bad. I know he's constantly disliking. I know he's constantly, he doesn't like me, and that's fine. You don't gotta like me. But I asked him. I said, why are you here, dude? Like, what are you trying to get? Like, I don't understand. Are you here just like hoping you'll be able to convince other people not to like me? Are you here, hoping to see me fall down? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. His uncle's in Trenton, but moved to Germantown a few years back. That's where I was talking about Trenton. Trenton seems like a pretty decent spot, but the cost of living, not the cost of living, but the property value there is, a lot higher than here where I'm at. But there's a reason this property value is low, man. There's a lot of, people you don't want to be around. My neighbors, for instance, they haven't had electric over there since last February, and they're still over there. Like they're still over there going strong, dude. Like I don't know. Like I'm like, how are you people? How are you living, man? Since February, they came over here a couple times, and I tried to help her out a couple times, but I was like, dude, I don't mind helping somebody, but dude, you're obviously not wanting to do anything with yourself, so. It is bad, dude. Definitely bad. You asking my thoughts on regular car reviews? I don't know. You have to expand on that a little bit, man. I don't know. Is that like a channel or meth head country? Dude, it's not just meth head country here. It's a mixture of everything. Welfare, meth, heroin, pills, everything, dude. Like it's a bad spot, man. Like I said, my neighbors, dude, I swear to God, like since February of last year, how are they going to survive over there in the winter? Like they have no electric. Last year they ran a generator for a couple months, but they don't even have a generator now. Like how are you going to survive? How are you going to live with no electric? I don't know how you're going to do it. They had kids over there, but the kids are gone. I don't know, dude. They are messing around. They're doing something, dude. And it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. Like I'm like, dude, like I have to leave my garage, for hours at a time, and I only work, 10 minutes up the road, but I have to leave my garage for hours at a time. And I'm like, man, like these dudes, they'll do whatever. And this would be like a dream for somebody to come in here and hit this thing. And I have cameras up and everything else, but that don't stop nobody. Felix F says RCR is full of misinformation. So I guess that's a channel real quick. I don't know. I have to check them out, dude, before I can give an opinion on them. Boots are people. It is crazy, dude. But I mean, it's cold, bro. Like it's cold. You know, you can't cook, you can't do nothing. And like, I mean, what are you doing? She told me once, she's like, I owe the electric company $6,000. Okay, you better figure something out. You better get you whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do. That's not working. No, they ain't Amish. He said he got all kinds of stuff stolen and by a drugged out family member. Dude, they're all over here. And that's why I said, like, I got my stuff. I even bought some razor wire. Like at one time I was gonna like razor wire the fence over there at my house to theirs, like, cause like, you know, you never know, dude. I mean, when people get desperate people do crazy things. And they know, like I've pulled everything out of here when I was on vacation earlier this year. I pulled everything out of this garage and I cleaned it and reorganized some stuff. I built these shelves over here and they seen it. You know, I seen them come out and I was like, God, man, I didn't want them to see what was in here, but they seen it. And I was like, you know, now they know. So all they're going to be like, eventually they're going to run out of stuff to do. And they're going to say, I know where this guy's got a bunch of tools. So it's definitely nerve wracking. Get a good guard dog. You're right, dude. You know, not supposed to have any pets here. I had a good pit bull with my ex, and she was a great dog, man. I would have loved to have her here, but not supposed to have any here. And she took him. She took her anyway. Just tell her to get some Milwaukee spotlights. I doubt she's gonna be able to afford that, dude. They're over there with candles. I look over there and that's how I know they're home. I see the candles burning. I don't know, man. It's definitely not my. I don't know. I couldn't handle it, dude. Yeah, James, I already know, dude. Just set some booby traps. You know, like I said, I've tried to fix this place up, dude. I've tried to make it hard for somebody getting here, but there's nothing impossible for people with the right motivation. And those people have tremendous motivation. That's one thing they don't lack. They don't lack motivation. They will figure out a way to get what they want to get. They just won't go work. They just, you know, they can't work because they just can't make enough money to support themselves because they're spending, you know, too much money every day on drugs or whatever else they're spending it on. And they can't make enough money. Their whole lives have to be spent doing that. They don't have time for anything else. Now, when they can break in somewhere and, you know, make a couple $100 or whatever for a couple hours worth of work, they're going to do it versus going to work for a few days for a couple $100. They're just not going to do it. Let me turn this heat back on since it wasn't bothering you. realize the time. My girlfriend's going to be getting off work soon. And let me get the earplugs. Can you hear it? Let me know like, if it's too loud. My heaters, I run my heater off diesel. No, dude, I don't think it's a waste of money. I think it's about a hutch. I'm gonna buy a hutch for this, dude. I mean, I think they're cool. I mean, they might be a waste of money. I think it's not a necessity, but they definitely want one. You know, 'cause these neighbors are not tool addicts. I don't think they're tool addicts. Some other type of addicts. Definitely some other type of addicts. You know, I actually need to install some lights here. I bought some solar power lights that were supposed to like work every night. You know, they're supposed to charge them. But they ain't never came on, dude. Totally wasting money on that crap. Over a HED. What is an HED, bro? Help me out. I might be a little slow right now. You know, honestly, dude, with this box here, I'm gonna buy a hutch. I'm gonna buy a side locker. I would like to buy the top locker, but it's pretty expensive. Maybe I'll look into their credit when it comes out, but I'm trying to stay out of debt, dude. I'm like south of Dayton, Jim. Overhead. No, I don't think it's a waste of money, dude. I don't think those are a waste of money, especially when you have low-loaded cases, which you're going to have low-loaded cases. So, they're, you know, it's storage. It's, you know, you're going to need it. You can only fit so much. Like I have low-loaded cases. I have a bunch over there. I have a bunch over here. I have some over there. I need, you know, more storage space. I have cameras, I have fences. I actually locked the fence up there. I still don't feel like where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? Now, the good thing about this place, it's on a busy road, but it's off the road so I never even noticed this place. I drove by it a bunch, but I never noticed it. So that's a good thing. It's not like on the green all road. But like, one more cases do take up a lot. They take up a whole bunch of room, and there's no good way to store them. There is no good way to store them. I hate one more cases. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out a way to store them up. What do I think is better, Snap-on or Matco? I mean, that depends, man. Matco rebrands. That's what we do. Snap-on makes it. So, I mean, it's going to be, they're pretty much the same price. I think it depends on how good the driver is in your area, whether how much you Snap-on over Matco. You know, luckily, I haven't had anybody come up here yet. I haven't had anybody, anything happen here. I've been here for, what month is this? November now? So I've been here for 14 months, and I've had nothing happen. Luckily. I still, anytime like I just heard that noise, anytime I hear anything or see, you know, I'm always skeptical about this place. I always will be. That's why I'm going to move eventually, but the rent is kind of cheap and I'm kind of comfortable. So stay here for a little bit. But I'm very
you're right. Fry bar will get you a long way. You can get in, you can break in almost anything with a fry bar. I mean, that's why I say there's some builders today, they're going to get in, they're going to figure it out, they're going to get what they're going to get. All right, man. My girlfriend's going to be here soon. I'm going to have to end this, but I appreciate you guys stopping by, dude. I don't normally do this on Fridays. There's a lot of people here that it's not normally here, but I'm going to try to do these on Mondays. And, you know, hopefully we can keep a live stream going at least once a week. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, man. And I'm going to get out of here and try to get inside before she gets home.